What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. And today we got to talk about Team USA a little bit and what just happened with Kawhi Leonard and how that affects two Boston Celtics. Now, obviously, Jason Tatum is on the team. Derrick White has been named as Kawhi Leonard's replacement on Team USA, where Team USA announced a statement and they said, pretty much, I'm going to paraphrase. I'm not going to read that long message, but it says that the Clippers and Team USA determined that it would be best for Kawhi to get ready for next season instead of trying to play through these injuries, especially with it not being a good look that you didn't really play in the playoffs. Now you're going to try to go play for gold. And the Clippers have made a choice between Kawhi and Paul George. So now they like, nah, you're our investment at this point. We chose you. You're going to have to give everything to us with us extending you. So that's pretty much how that went. And you look at Jaylen Brown, who won Finals MVP, won Eastern Conference Finals MVP, spoke highly of Team USA going into the season, and pretty much was all but penciled in as the replacement if Kawhi or AD or somebody was to get hurt, especially a wing though, like Kawhi. Jaylen Brown is obviously the fit. Now I think Derrick White's going to go over there and do very well. I think he fits right in with that team. But Jaylen Brown, from a talent perspective and the things he was able to accomplish this past season, it seems like he's been blacklisted, similarly to Kyrie Irving. And we're going to take a look at what Jaylen Brown said prior to the season and what might have led to them overlooking him for this prestigious accolade and accomplishment.
Playing in USA basketball, I think, is no greater honor. I think playing for your country, there's definitely, coming from my community, coming from where I come from, coming from where majority of our demographic come from, having the opportunity to represent that, your community, your outer community and the people that support you. I think that is a part of it as well, so being able to participate would be great.
You responded to Joe Tsai's comment about Kyrie on Twitter. What about that bothered you? And what about Joe Tsai's comment? And then what, if anything, that the league has done has bothered you?
Yeah, his response was alarming to me. I tweeted it out yesterday. He didn't say that the organization was working together to get Kyrie back on the floor. He said that he had more work to do. And our society has more work to do, including Joe Tsai. And it's 2022. It takes 10 minutes of time to see who, these business owners, corporations, et cetera, who they're associated with, who they're doing business with, and who they're affiliated with. And I'm vice president of the union, and it's part of my job to protect our players legally. And to see Phil Knight first come out and condemn, Kyrie, and also see Joe Tsai say he has more work to do, I think it's time for a larger conversation. And Adam came out and said a statement that he doesn't believe Kyrie Irving is anti-Semitic, yet he's still suspended indefinitely. So those are my thoughts.
Now, that first clip was what Jaylen Brown said, at Media Day or one of the earlier Media Days this season, where he was talking about the opportunity to potentially participate with Team USA. That second clip is just one of the many clips where Jaylen Brown has come out in support of Kyrie Irving when he was going through what he was going through with the Brooklyn Nets. Now we're going to look at the next thing he did during the offseason last year when he supported the Big Three.
Today, having some fun with charity, giving back to the community, and supporting, that's it.
When you found out Jaylen Brown was playing, what were you thinking?
I was blown away. I was saying, I asked him, was he sure he wanted to make this move? He was like, yo, I want to do this for the game, for the players, and it's a big move for the league. So, I'm excited. This guy's my hero right now.
Definitely you guys do things on the court, but also the mutual respect off the court. But what keeps you guys continuing to do those type of things?
Yes, sir. This is amazing being in this environment. Shout out to London, shout out to the O2. Excited to get back to charity, excited to be a part of this, and I appreciate you, Ice Cube.
Hey, man, we're blessed to be in a position where we can get back. Me being able to set the stage for the greatest athletes in the world, hey, man, just call me the chef.
Brown, it's not so much that he's underrated. It's that he's just not liked because of his, quote, I am better than you attitude. He knows it. It's the same reason he is not as marketable as he should be. That's what an NBA source just sent me. I don't know that to be.
A lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, you know, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
Threw that last Cube clip in there for you to kind of see what the motive for Jaylen Brown going was and what he was potentially going up against. And we've seen Kyrie put in his box. Kyrie's game, if you look at the way that he plays, how he would fit in with this Team USA unit, you'd have to say that he's deserving of being on the team, especially how he went to Dallas, led them to the finals. Jaylen Brown, champion, opposite side of Kyrie in that finals, got finals MVP. Two players that belonged on the team and, you know, were omitted. Obviously, we kind of seen the Kyrie Irving thing coming just based off of some of the things, some of the narratives that were painted around his name. We knew that's something they select, and we knew Kyrie wasn't going to fall in line with what they wanted, okay? We can feel how we want to about his game, but we kind of knew that was coming. We knew they weren't going to send him over. And Jaylen Brown, over the last few years, when he voiced his support for Kyrie, we kind of seen some of the narratives like Stephen A. Smith saying he's not marketable a few weeks ago, stuff like that in the media that was planted, you know, in a way where it's like it's trying to demonize Jaylen Brown a little bit. And so we see that, and then we see this. The very year that he won Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, played better than Tatum, you know, throughout the playoffs, kind of asserted himself as the 1A, as the guy on the team, where America had kind of picked Tatum for that. In years past, it don't really go with what they want to push as their player. So they're still pushing Tatum as the guy for the Celtics, and that's cool. Tatum is definitely one of the guys. Has been better than Brown at times, but if you look at when it counted most, Brown was that guy. And we just got to be real with ourselves. And when you take a stance, it's sad that you got to be a casualty. I look at Jaylen Brown too. He's an open Muslim, open about his faith. And we saw him, you know, recently post those photos. And when I say that about people, you know, you look at Mahmoud, Abdul, Rauf, you look at some of these people that went through what they went through by practicing Islam, and kind of how they're painted, you know, in the NBA, it kind of falls in line with what's going on with Jaylen Brown right now. That's another factor that I don't think a lot of people consider. They'll be done with you really fast. You know, they'll be done with you really fast. Now, Jaylen's in the prime of his career, so it benefits the Boston Celtics for having him, but he's very different, you know, than what the Boston Celtics have grown accustomed to being the face of their franchise. I'll put it like that. And so, yeah, man, that's all I'm going to say about that. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.